This weekend, Stockport County head to the Cherry Red Record Stadium to face the Dons. Stockport County need to turn around this poor start to the season as they did last year. We've got 4 games to get 3 points to improve on last year's first 10 games, and we're 6 games into the season. That shows how bad our start was last year, and people like to use that as an excuse to why we've been so bad this year as well, when really that poor start last year is the only reason we didn't get promoted. You can say we got to a playoff final and stuff like that, but getting to finals don't mean stuff, especially if you're not winning them. We need to turn this around, and Dons will be a great test. And bearing in mind, Connor Evans and Joe Lewis can't play. Ryan Johnson can because he wasn't a loanee. I know a few County fans weren't sure if he's a loanee or not, but he wasn't a loanee. He's transferred there. So, yeah, they'll be without the centre-back, but then Tilly. That guy is on fire, and especially with our problems at left centre-back, it's going to be an issue. Speaking of that issue at left centre-back, Torre actually won't be in the squad because he's on international duty with Gambia. So I'm scared he's going to risk playing Ethan Pye there. When me personally, I'd rather see Alfie Pond given a go at that left centre-back role. I don't know if he's left-footed. Even if he's not, I don't really care that much. Like, I prefer left-footed centre-half, but, you know, quality over what foot you are, you know what I mean? Like, if he's a quality centre back, then give him that chance, and hopefully he does really well. Ethan Pye is just not good enough right now. I'm not one of the people sit around and say he'll be good enough in the future or he's one for the future. I'm more of a right now, like, he's not good enough right now to be at this level, so he shouldn't really be playing. I love Ethan Pye, and I thought that when we got told he was going to be part of the squad this year, I thought we were going to get some amazing centre back, but it's just not been it. It's too soft. It's too weak. It's not worked out. You don't see the confidence. You don't get a sense of confidence when he's on the ball or when he's defending. And a few goals have been his error so far as well. And I know that's going to be an unpopular opinion because Stockport County fans are so tribal, and they just back every single player, but I see something more from a footballing point of view rather than a tribal point of view. So, a few of my opinions will, annoy some county fans. Last season, Stockport versus Wimbledon, when they played against each other, it was kind of a level playing field. Wimbledon won 1-0 at home, and then we won 1-0 at home as well. So, it's hard to go off last season's results, especially because teams are always swapping and changing. There's always so many changes in these lower leagues that previous meetings don't really mean much. However, Wimbledon are on fire. They're one of the only teams unbeaten in the whole EFL, and they look dangerous. But we need to have this statement win. We need to play well. We need to win. Okay, I don't want any draws. Don't want saying, oh, it's a draw against Wimbledon. They've had a good start. I don't want any of that rubbish. None of that excuses. We need to go out there and win the game and win it. Not by convincingly, I don't mean by 3-0 or something. We need to show our talent and actually strike more fear into the opposition. Here's how I'd line up. Ben Hinchliffe in goal, Noyle right wing back, Wright, Horsfall and Pond at centre back, Rydell left wing back. Then we'll go for Crowsdale, Collar and Powell in the midfield, and then we will have Barry and Madden up front. And I think that is probably a team that would win us the game. I know a few people are trying to call out Collar because, he's not had a great start. He has just returned from a pretty bad injury. And then, people were saying the same thing about Powell as well. Oh, he looks like he can't be bothered. The professional footballers, of course they can be bothered. Like, he might just be carrying a knock. Okay, people are getting all on Nick Powell's back, but then, they're all loving him after one game last week. So, just let them play how they play. They'll get there. And people saying Will Collar's not interested because he wanted to move. Honestly, some fans are just interesting characters, honestly. But I think that I say it will. That's the sort of team that should get us over the line. But with how we've been this season, so poor defensively, and then we're actually scoring goals, but we conceding so many. Like, Horsfall's been pretty bad this season, which is weird to say. Just defensive mistakes all the time. Why are we doing it? I did miss the last 2 games though because I was away, so Yeah, they're the two games where we scored. Well, we went ahead. We actually went ahead 2-0 against Crawley. And then when they got one back before half time, I knew we weren't going to win that game. I don't know why. I just knew that we weren't because, it was just flashbacks to last season. Last season, it was go up by 1 goal and then try and hold on. And then this season, going up 2 goals, trying to hold on. A 1-0 lead is easier to hold on to than a 2-0 lead. Okay, because 2-0 is the scariest scoreline in football. 2-0, to get one back, the chance of you losing the game is quite big. Okay, so yeah, 1-0, you're still wary, you're still active, but at 2-0, you think you've got that cushion. But then when you get one back, okay, and then if they equalise, their tails are up, yours are down. Okay, so I'm a firm believer of 2-0 being the scariest scoreline in football. So you've got to go for that third. Okay, because in the second half against Mansfield, didn't watch it, but every single person was saying that we just give up. And then I looked at stats after the game, and we weren't even there in the second half. Like, we may as well not have been playing. And, coming back from 2-0 should be, and winning 3-2, you should see some, what a comeback from Mansfield. But it didn't seem like that. It seemed like they just did it yeah, okay, whatever. Wait, it shouldn't be like that. Why are we making it so easy, for teams to get behind us and making defensive mistakes? It's so jarring. And the complete opposite to last season. We weren't scoring goals, but we weren't conceding them either. My score prediction for tomorrow is a 2-2 draw. I don't think we will get the win. I hope I am wrong. I'll be so happy to be wrong, but I just don't see it happen. And I will be there as well. I've literally just got back from Wimbledon because I was down there for a week. And then I'm literally going there in 2 days' time. Now let's do a quick prediction of the rest of the EFL. Okay, Bradford versus Grimsby. I think that has draw written all over it. I don't know why. That's at 12:30. I wonder if that's on TV. It could be actually because it's international break. If that's on TV, I'm going to give that a watch. And then there's Swindon versus Sutton. And I think I'm going to go Swindon. Swindon on that one. Yep, Swindon's going to win that one. And then I've already done Wimbledon, Stockport. Then Wrexham are going to beat Doncaster. Although I could see a bit of an upset, I could see, because Doncaster have got to do something soon, and I could see a little bit of an upset maybe a draw. But I'm still going to go Wrexham win. Dons versus Notts County. That's a big game. That is a big game. Huge game, and I'm going to back Notts County. They've had a great start to the season. They play great football. I'm really jealous of Notts County, to be honest, because their recruitment's been great. They've got 2 phenomenal strikers. They play amazing football, and yeah, it's everything you want in a football club. Gillingham, Harrogate. God, that's a tough one. Bit unsettled, Harrogate at the moment. Whether Armstrong's going to come straight back in that squad, I don't know. If he does, I could see him trying to make a statement of intent to do well there and, act like a real professional. He seems like a real professional as well. He's not been forcing, moaning, he's not been doing any of that. So hopefully he goes back in that squad and does really well. And I think if that happens, Harrogate will win, but I'm going to go with Gillingham. Because Gillingham, the wheels kind of just fell off a little bit at the moment. And then we've got Crawley versus Newport. I can see that being quite a few goals in that game. It could be 3-0 or 3-all or something like that, 3-1. And I'm going to go for a draw. I think it'll be 3-3. I think there'll be goals in that game. Forest Green versus Crewe Alexandra, and we're going to go for Crewe in that game. I just can't see Forest Green winning many games, but then watch them win that one. Now I've said that. So we're going to go for Accrington versus Mansfield next. Mansfield are going to win that one. Should be beating Accrington, really. Colchester versus Tranmere. I think Colchester are going to win that one. Their midfield is looking very, very nice. Salford versus Walsall, and I think Salford will win that game. Let me know if you enjoyed the video. It's the first one on this channel, and hopefully there's going to be many more to come. And let me know what you think of my predictions down below as well. Alright, in a bit.